Hey guys, it's Annalise here. I just wanted to walk you through some of the off-site strategies for promoting your own Instagram account. Now, it's the most marathon strategy, off-site strategies, and it does develop the most long-term gains, but it may take a bit of time to kind of get this moving, but it's great to have it working in the background. Now, off-site, it's really a broad category. I'm not really going to dive too deeply into it because it really does have like an unlimited range, because anywhere that you promote your account that isn't Instagram, that's what we call off-site. So honestly, it's quite a wide spectrum, but what Ben and I are going to do here, we're going to walk you through a couple of specific promotional options, and hopefully this will give you a couple of ideas. It'll also prompt you to think outside of the box you're already thinking in and have a few extra avenues to advertise your Instagram on. So on screen you can see some dot points here. I want to walk you through promoting your Instagram on your website so that people who are finding your website organically can also find your Instagram account and be able to follow you and keep up to date with your posts on your Instagram account by putting a really simple button on your website. It also really helps get your follow account up if you do get a decent amount of traffic to your website. I want to show you a really quick and easy way to do it. So I'm on a website here of a well-known blogger. Her name's Anna Heinrich. She's from Melbourne, Australia, and this is her homepage. You can see immediately here on the right, we have some social media buttons. So you've got your Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If I click on this, it'll immediately take me to her Instagram page. On top of this, I've also picked this up for an example. It's a local fish and chip shop here down in Melbourne. You can see on the bottom, it's done a bit differently, but it also has a link to their Instagram. You click on that, the page changes, and you can see that immediately we've been taken to this page with some juicy burgers on it. Maybe it's giving me a bit of food inspo. Maybe I'd want to add that to my feed. So this is the kind of things you can see on other people's websites. And I'm telling you, it's quite easy to do. So what I would do if I was in your shoes is just go to Google and type in add this. Add this is a website that I've used to get this button on a couple of people's pages. So it's as easy as going to this website and just watch what I do, and I'll show you that you can do it as well. I scroll down to follow buttons. Is what you call. You click get started. Now this is really simple. It does give it to you in code, so either you can forward this to your web developer to get them to put that into your website, or if you have an understanding of code, you can put that in as well. It does talk you through it at the end of it. Up here in the corner you can see what you're making basically, so it's quite easy. Select the tool type. Do we want it as a header or do we want it in your text here? I'm going to go with header because it'll just be at the top of the page. Click continue, and basically what we're doing is picking the Instagram account, my Instagram username, Annalise, with an extra I because somebody else took my name. You can edit the title here, so I'll be like follow me for updates, and there it is. You got a few advanced options. Basically here you can hide it on certain pages in your website. All you have to do is type it out. You can change the size of it if you want to make it a bit bigger, hide on specific devices, but what I like here is the follow-up message. So once they click follow me for updates, you can change it to you're the best. Thanks so much. Or you look pretty today. Something. Actually, thanks so much is a little desperate. We don't need to beg for their approval now, do we? Go back here. And I'm telling you, it is easy as clicking save and continue. So this is an example up here of what you're creating for your website. Save and continue. Now it's as easy as this. So down here you've got a copy of your code that you can put into your website. This will create the little button for you. And you also have a little tutorial on how to do it. If you've got all of these different kind of websites, it'll show you exactly how to get this button onto it for you. And this is a great offsite strategy. You'll have this nifty little button on your website, and anyone that goes to your website to check out what you have to offer, they'll see this recognizable icon in the corner and they'll want to click it. They'll want to see what your Instagram is like. I was just really excited by this tool, and I really hope you guys are excited by it too. I'm going to throw it back to Ben, and he's going to talk you through the other dot points in advertising your Instagram account off-site.
The second dot point is if you have a guest post or blog post for somebody else's website, always leave your Instagram handle there or your Instagram button so that people can go and follow you on Instagram if they like what they've read. It's a really low friction way of converting someone else's traffic to an Instagram follower for your business, which over the long term will be a customer for your business. Number 3 is if you ever put out any YouTube videos or video content on any platform, make sure you annotate it and write in the description where they follow you on Instagram. A lot of people actually give the video and at the end they talk to the screen and they say, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I am Benji Blue or at Benji Blue. And they give the call to action at the end of any video content they put out there. And they also leave it in the description and on the annotations just to make sure that people know where to find them on Instagram. This is a recurring theme, so as you know, like guest blog posts, YouTube videos, any content that you put out there is a great avenue for advertising your Instagram account. So any slide shares, any YouTube videos, any guest blog posts, any media or any content that you put out whatsoever, make sure you have your Instagram handle on there. It's a slow build over time, but these things stay online, they stay on YouTube, they stay on other people's blogs, and people will constantly be reading your content or watching your content and taking the call to action over the long term. Number 4 is any social media account that you have is a great way to cross promote to your Instagram profile. I've said it a couple of times in this course, but a lot of people do assume that people who follow them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter will follow them on Instagram as well. It's not the case. Quite often people don't know it exists. So it is really important that you cross promote between all of your social media accounts, making sure you have everybody following you everywhere. So here I am on my Twitter page, which is Benji Blue with 2 E's. And the pinned tweet, which means the tweet that stays at the top of my newsfeed, advertises my Instagram account. So anyone who comes and sees my profile, this is the first thing they see if they look at my tweets. And so I leave a link right here so they can click that, go straight to my Instagram profile, and then follow me from there. So one more idea for advertising your Instagram account off-site means off of Instagram, is inside your physical store or any physical outlet that you may have. Might be a market stand. Anywhere you get foot traffic and potential customers is a great opportunity to try and convert them to following you on Instagram. Now, it's pretty simple to do this. A lot of people just have a sign next to the register or the checkout or even in a shop window promoting their Instagram accounts. And what's important here to note, as you can see in the brackets underneath all 5 of these dot points, I've said remember to add value, meaning in exchange for someone following you on Instagram, they need a reason to. So you need to add value first, and then people will follow you and give you value second. So something like having a button on your website, you've already given value by having a really cool website that people like, so people are inclined to follow you. Same as YouTube videos, you put out a good video, people might want to follow you. Other social media accounts, people already familiar with you, but you could say, for example, in a tweet, check out all my awesome pictures here, meaning if you want to see awesome pictures about me, you're going to have to go to Instagram. You're adding value there by only having their pictures on Instagram. Inside a physical store, you may offer a discount coupon or something just to make sure that you convert people from standing there next to the register to following you on Instagram. Instead of just having the handle of your Instagram account there, you're far more likely going to convert them if you say, follow us now and get 5% off your order. So that's it for Offsite. I hope you guys can come up with a few of your own suggestions too, just to make sure that the marathon strategies for your business account are always there and always growing your account while we focus on the shorter term strategies, which I'll explain to you now.